Hello and welcome back to HoI4 with a lovely little Mongolian Empire campaign. Where progress is finally being made on a slightly larger scale, which is rather good, glorious and great, to be honest. Still some work that needs to be done, but you know, as I said, we are getting there, which is fairly important. And yeah, I like that we're getting results. So let's start doing some manual intervention in some of these areas. Let's see, there's one of them moving. There we go, two of them, there we go. Our coastal lines are defended, and somebody suggested you might want to build some coastal forts in the harbors, or some regular forts in the harbors. We could do that, yeah. I think we are running close to the point where we're running on repairs, so that's actually not a bad idea to just run a little bit of coastal defense on many of these harbor points. Now it doesn't really show you exactly where the harbors are. Well, sort of does, sort of doesn't actually. So yep, it's a bit annoying. There's definitely one here. Oh wow, that's a 10. That's a 6. There we go. Let's get these harbors, these coastal defenses built. That's not it. Yep, there we go, there we go. Now I'm not gonna build in that area. They'll probably get destroyed anyway. And we're running at 200 points, so it's time to get to very good stability again. Now we're gonna generate another 1,000 points so that we can get that all up and running. Now I think an attack right here is justified, so let's just do that real fast. Just, you know, once it's as always, it has mostly to do with I'm just trying to shorten the attack lines as much as possible, so we are stacked a little bit heavier in our favor. Mostly, at least in my opinion, it's mostly in my favor that way. For instance, you should go right here, you can go here. There we go, that's a free attack, so let's take it. These small points across the line where we are possibly able to get in, you know, get some advantage going. Now you're the one who should do the movement in that one. Okay, so we kicked that guy out. I still don't know where those forces come from. The defensive troops that he's wielding. Now I know that there's certain mods that add these, but I can't remember if Kaisserreich actually does it by what do you want to say, as a standard feature, and just because I roll as Mongolia, it never did. That might be the case. Let's minimize our losses and put as much firepower on that little block as possible. And yeah. There we go. So yeah, we're making good progress here in Asia. It's just that we need to get through the final things, and when that's done, I think we'll be golden. So we're just gonna prevent any reinforcements from happening by assisting, also trying the little cutoff here, and mostly I'm also trying to get my tank back, which would be rather glorious if I can get that one back. Forward observers. Also, we got some troops that are stuck there, which is never really a good thing. So let's get the recovery rate, really nice. Organization, really nice. Tanks get extra organization. Actually, they don't get less. And tanks and armor get some recovery and enables the tactical withdrawal, which is rather nice. And this should lead to some success. You're moving off the line. Well, immediately we'll abuse that. And there we go. So everything is back up and assigned to the front lines that they need to be in. Tanks can immediately move in here, in here. See, immediately mistakes are being made by the enemy, and we capitalize on them immediately by rapidly inserting our troops into these provinces. So yeah, there we go. He's shifted a lot from the front line. There are two reasons why the AI might do it. As far as I understand the AI's thinking process, we're not putting any pressure on them, so they don't seem to really perceive the front as much as a useful, I mean what do you call it? They don't need to spend as much forces on that front line as they would do if I would be constantly attacking. So now that I'm instigating another attack, they should start sending more troops back to the front line again. So that's kind of what is happening here, I think. Because we're mostly pushing up here in the north. This is already entirely pushed off. That is really great. So you guys, after you're done, you can just push down right to here. And this should be added. Can I grab that and add it onto this as a starting point? No. No, I am no clue what I'm dragging right now. Anyway, just that will fix itself eventually. Right. Yeah, you guys just need to push this in, and not a lot of them, but we've got some tanky support here that we could initialize, and that they will just see if we can push them down. And we'll tell them to go for more coastal. There we go. And tanks probably should start getting a move on. I think it's time that we start getting the pushes in slightly more aggressive. Yes, I know we still don't have the entire tank corps back, but we're building them with we're rapidly building more tanks. So I will sign those non-aggression pacts for now. And then, of course, there's the next target of what we need to do, which is, of course, the building of the ships. Now, Japan probably will no longer land lease us anything, neither will Germany. So I need to find a nation that will like to land lease. And France seems to be the one. Now, I don't like the idea of land leasing from France, so we're gonna see light cruisers 2. Ugh. Britain, you're a naval nation, and you're land leasing to me, so... Let's see, light cruiser 3. You will not accept because they are slightly too modern. But you will accept light cruisers 2. I guess I will take from Britain. Her face seems oddly familiar. Annie Kenny. Let me just Google that real quick. Huh, we'll read up on her later. Anyway, we've got our land lease for the ships that we needed, so let's get light cruisers, your class, 15 of them assigned to the Mongolian Canet fleet. And I actually don't know where our fleet is currently stationed, but that's definitely not all the destroyers that we wanted. Nanjing is... I'm gonna stash you in Nanjing. Okay, so we need to also get a little bit more... destroyers then. Can I... Britain high. Okay. There's a string missing. Let's see. Destroyer class 4 they won't accept. The class 3 they will not accept. Yeah, okay, so we'll be producing 2. Okay. So we'll ask for destroyers. Diplomacy managed license production existing title. It's just a string missing, nothing really weird. I wouldn't know who caused the string to miss though. We need 17 of them. Alright, we'll start with that. And we're already running into a little bit of an oil issue, so you know, something to look forward to. Okay, let's put a couple of factories in those provinces. No need for repairs yet. Mostly want to just get everything to be built. Okay. Okay. There we go. Now that's going to push above the repairs, and there's still more stuff coming in. Why don't we build these real quick on the top? There we go. Alright. A little bit of resources, but it's not as crucial. And our armies are pushing in. That's really grand. Okay, and we're taking care of this real quick. Very nice. Troops being wiped out. It's always a great thing to see. Alright, so great success here in the Chinese regions, which is and Northern Siberia, Japan, Korea will be included in our glorious nation, and we need to stop construction engineering because I had an odd feeling then once Korea capitulates and this guy, can't remember his name, we will immediately get the event, do you want to annex it, occupy, or stuff like that. And of course we are going for annexation. I'm going to annex as much as I can. Of pause. I might start installing puppets the moment I start running really into some deep shit with the manpowers, but for now we're doing fine. So Transmoltur has been capitulated. Alright, so tanks. Can you quickly clear this out for me after you've done those two? Okay, that means that blue, you will have a very large front line now. I will take blue on a defensive mission after everything has been conquered in Korea. There we go. He's been shipping in mostly more stuff. Okay, you can go here. These tanks can assist on the Korean front if they even arrive. Then it's, well, time to clean up the mess, basically. So Korea has been held by these guys. How much do you need according to you? Still only 29. Okay. We're doing good, I think. Japanese offer peace. All right. What do we get? We will gain Kita Karafuto peace. So that is Kita Karafuto. So that's here. Do we gain Karafuto? Yep. We get a lot, actually. Vladivostok. I'm beginning to core some of them immediately. We could do this for now. Actually, I don't think we get Korea. No, we don't. No, I'm gonna go for total victory. I think I can do this. We've got this in the bag. You've lost a large chunk of your army. It's just your navy that's something we need to watch out for, but oh yeah, you can send some volunteers if you want to. And that's just oil. That's right. Okay. So yes, I think it is something that we should, in all intents and purposes, just do ourselves. Get some lovely forces stationed over there. Okay, so they're rapidly trying to invade everything. There is no harbor here, so I still don't know why they insist on doing these odd attacks. Okay, that is problematic. That's just such a large force that might actually cause some trouble. Hold them, distract them for a second. Probably it's a better idea if I just stop what you're doing. Sometimes they just really don't wanna. Okay, but there is some defensive forces there. Very nice. Good. Okay. Whew. Okay, that worked out better than expected. Good. We're in 1947. How are we looking on everything? Ah, that means we can get some advanced infantry equipment. Okay, then let's take care of this. I think red doesn't need to be in Korea. We'll take care of that with blue. And then I need to start looking at naval marines. Not really any. I didn't think I had to go that quickly, but I'm not going to end this war for the sake of, you know, Japan. I've won this, right? And it's just a question of how and when we get into the Japanese mainland. It's not anything else. Alright, so you guys are all ready. Go here, and one of you can go there. So tanks are currently not that important. Okay, well let them dig in, do whatever the fuck they want. It's not really my bother, to be honest. Germany, how are you looking these days? Okay, that doesn't look too good. Yep. Oh, come on, we should be able to take that. Really? Those defensive forces must be just that good. Entrenchment, county, okay. Are there any forts here? Nope. What? It's attack across the river. That's also making it slightly more annoying. Just get decryption up and into order. Right, well, all things considered, I think we're at a very good point in the wall. Well, we're gonna need the Marines, though. Mongolian Marines. Do horses float? That's not a serious question. Well, light tanks can go over here. Okay, so far, so good. You can kill that guy. Thank you very much. So these tiny invasions, we'll probably keep those almost everywhere. That's something I'm really worried about. There we go. Right, how much factories do I have in access? Quite a few, but I don't think I'm gonna make use of all of them. It seems like a little bit of a lot, to be honest. Well, I just don't have the stuff. That's the problem. How much troops do you have left, besides the fact that you got an infinite storage? You don't have 126. I think landing at the top here might not be that difficult. Okay, so at first I need a large fleet, so that is like a obvious given. Alright, let's take that back. That's all those forces wiped out. It's not a 30 troops just gone. There we go. Alright. We need either a short landing right there, which is possible. What do we get here? Bad supply, okay. Let me just up this. There we go. So how much naval do I have left? Well, at least enough to start working on more. So we want some heavy cruisers. What do you have? Heavy cruiser 1s, heavy cruiser 2s? Well, you'll just give them to me. That's great. So we can get in the Mongolian fleet 10 heavy cruisers. And I'll probably take battle cruisers over battleships because I don't really see it happening anytime soon that we can run our own. Now, let's take a look at our resources. We have a lot of aluminium and we've got some oil and we have rubber. I might want to start asking people for, I don't know, aircraft. Let's see, what do you have for me? Some fighters. A lot of fighters. Fighter 3s, will you sell them to me? Yeah, you will, actually. So, let's say, get a fighter 3. I don't want a dive bomber. Close air support's not that bad of an idea, but it doesn't seem like you get your close air support really well researched. This really has to be a way to start sorting these lists. So, we've got fighter 3s, and that's about it. Really, haven't researched your dive bombers. That's annoying. Alright, we'll ask somebody else. How about you, Socialist Germany? Heavy bombers. You got generic fighters. Wow, that's depressing. Oh, Great Britain, hi. We have been quite a leeching of you, quite a lot. So you sell fighter 3s? Yep, you do. I got dive bombers. Fired fairly battle of dive bomber 2s, but you don't have 3s. Well, that will do. Thank you very much. We're trading off a lot of factories to Great Britain, but I think it's important that we... I don't have the luxury of... research. That's it. I was sitting to think about myself, like, I'm missing one thing here. What was I unable to do again? Right, research, because we're barely keeping up with tech research anyway. There you go. Okay, we're just building some infrastructure and we're spending a lot. We've got a lot of factories anyway, so I'm not really worried about, you know, yes, they will eventually be our enemies. Yes, yes, I know, but they are actually one of the few that are willing to trade with us. Because we share a couple of work targets together. And we're becoming highly self-reliant anyway, so... yeah. Okay, we've got our tanks here. There's nothing really... There's some naval invasions planned in the common spots, but... we'll keep the tanks around and that should do the trick, I think. Okay. Entire coastline defense is working. But, okay, there we go. Tanks, you have your orders. They're like our first responders. Okay, how many provinces do you actually have? Hold 97. Well, that will do. Okay, 62, 61. Nope, this is not going the way I planned. We're losing a lot of attack on something here. And he isn't. So this one Polish company is just doing the lion's share of the work. .70-40 retrenchment. Yeah, you are really well entrenched. But this would be a spot where aircraft would probably be a very, very nice addition. Right, I did say I wanted mountaineers, but currently I don't really need them. I need something else. 1947. Okay, we could go to modern tanks. Not gonna bother. If you look at the production difference, these cost like 11. These cost 29. I'd rather go and then I'll take the 1951s and then we'll make the change. 1948, that's getting done. Not gonna even bother with that one. I might eventually dip into this. I'd rather have that up and running before that though. Nuclear reactors, this seems fairly redundant right now. Extra equipment, this is all 1948, so not necessary. And I don't need more heart attack right now, so I think I'm gonna go for my air doctrines and I'm gonna go for actually probably should go for naval doctrines. Stronger naval opponents who focus on anything that's destroying their supply lines to starve their war machine. Well, that's not gonna help them, sadly enough, so I think fleet impeding is just the only thing that we can do right now. Because their supply lines are not really the issue. I think Japan is really fairly self-reliant. They got oil, they got iron, they got a little bit of aluminium. They've got resources. Got chromium, got tungsten a little bit. So starving them is not going to be as prominent. Besides, I don't have any submarines, and I'm building any of them anyway. Alright, let's just skimp you down real quick. Fleet at the bottom, as always. Alright, so we got a couple of fighters. Let's see, what is flying over here? Okay, let's get all the fighters in the wing. I got a couple of them. Right, let's get all the crap ones out. Get you up about 500. Set limit, okay. You'll deploy here. You will not commit suicide. So, the first Mongolians to go towards the sky. Can a horse fly? Well, I don't know. There are Mongolian aircraft. Eastern Germany, there is some... Okay, we actually have enemy air superiority. That's rather grand, to be honest. And they can supply for now close... you know what? Just don't do that just yet. Try to get some aerial superiority. And then we're gonna take a new wing, not interwar bombers, even though we got a lot of them. Medium bombers. Gotta store a lot of aircraft, Jesus Christ. You know what? Nah. Might help, might not help. But it's really the close dive bombers. There we go. Bam. And let's get you up to, I don't know, like also 500, because I often want these to fly a little bit more. And these will eventually usually split into 250, 250. I'm actually... So what is flying here? In this area? Just a little bit of enemy fighter activity. So yeah, as long as they're not on multiple rolls flying, I don't have to worry that much. And we should have some air support coming in soon. Yeah, you're really low strength. Okay, it's actually because they're low strength, they will not fly. No retreat, they will fly. Mark II decryption, we got some unassigned divisions. Oh, nice, our new tank divisions are coming in. Great, that means our tanks are finally fully stocked and ready to go. Awesome. Encryption. It's in single player, not as necessary as far as I know. We're at 1947. Well, at least I can dedicate 2 trees finally to getting some aerial and all that kind of support. Okay, so you guys just screwed up royally. Okay, great. The tanks, get out. Because you're causing supply issues. Let's see, this is probably also partially supplied by harbor, so let's move those up. Okay, let's take, this should get better in time. There we go, the tank's out of it, no longer suffering any attrition. Very nice, no aggression pact by Greece, sure, I'll sign it. And I think I could actually take care of the Russians if I wanted to. Let's actually check that. We have another tank army there, so let's send the little ones over here into Serbia. See if we can actually attack from neutral territory. I don't think I can. As far as I know, I can't. And I definitely need to train this army before I'm gonna even send it in, so yeah. Alright, just a little bit of oil. That is being worked on. Oh, we have a lot of civilian factories. Holy shit. I'm at that point where I think resources once again become a bigger problem than anything else. That's a great position to be in though. Okay, no longer a resource issue. That's pretty damn brutal and awesome. Right, now let's see. Attack the Alash autonomy. That's definitely not what I do. Don't want to do that. Claim cow to get us into war with. A lot of shit. Let's not do that. Well, I'm actually working on an air force, so might as well start dipping into it. And at least get a chief of the air force. Advanced firebase is very nice, and that will lead to shock and awe, which gives us 10% soft and hard attack, and get a tactic called breakthrough, which is really nice. Which, if I remember correctly, what does it do again? Yes. You move a lot faster. Gets you early into the next province. Right, there's a Marines level 1, Marines level 2. Do I have Mountaineers set up? Sort of. And I have stuff. Okay, let's duplicate. There we go, we got our floating horses. No, they're not light tanks. Okay. Okay, at least get recon companies in there as well. I think I'm also gonna start adding field hospitals soon to all our divisions. There we go, Marines, start training them, and I can only do 10 for now in a landing anyway, so yep, that reminds me, I actually need to research that. So before I forget, I need to get transport ships. What do we have? Where? Right up there again, okay. There's some low supply. Ah, wait, these troops are moving a lot, so... So you're at war with France. Am I at war? Yeah, I am at war with you. So I could check in theory if they, if we are actually able to attack them or not, but I don't think we are. Okay. That's bad, but I've got some new tanks that can take care of this. I want half of it to be assigned to that one. As long as we don't give them a harbor, they will eventually starve. That's the beauty behind all of it. Of course, at that point, a new tank arrives. Alright, let me just quickly... half, there, go, and... Still wish I could just assign towards an army instead of... Well, he got himself stuck again. I like how these guys are immediately like, wait, I don't think you're supposed to have that territory, so let's just fix that real quick. There we go. Oh, oh, that's a bit too enthusiastic without any support. That's a river attack with tanks. It's like stupid. Montenegro has capitulated. That's not really my concern. I'm just gonna stick you guys like right. This seems to be like the prime target of their attack, so we'll just stick them right there. Alright, and assign to him. Now, can I even... No, I can't. Damn it. I want to get rid of you. I need... Wait, I'm no longer... Oh wait, I am at war with you. There we go. I wish I could attack them, but I can't. Great. So I probably can attack him through here. Because shared military access both at war will allow it to do attacks on. Serbian... Emperor of Japan, just the Empire... Okay, Kingdom of Hawaii. Well, at some point I need still to get to go to Germany. Are you at war with any of your neighbors here? Nope. But you're at war with the entirety of Europe. Okay, so they're sending in more forces here, but we are now getting... Yeah, we are definitely getting aerial superiority here. How are these attacks now? Oh, with air support, they're getting somewhere, finally. Not gonna bother. Right, I am gonna... Oh, we're burning through manpower. I am creating more divisions, I know, but we are burning through manpower more than I would like. Definitely more than I would like. Let's see. There we go. That should make a little bit more sense. I saw these guys standing up here like, we're protecting random forts. Really? Why would you do that? Okay, so Siege Japan is not a good point. Could be. I think this is still our best bet, as always. Right. Airbase construction speed. Yes, the Mongol. We got flying horses now. Great. Anyway, with that, I'm actually going to end the episode. I want to thank you guys for watching. See you guys next time. Have a very good day. Bye-bye.